Good day, class. In this video I shall be demonstrating to you how to run your C program on Windows using Codeblocks IDE. So when you get to your desktop, make sure you see this icon Codeblocks somewhere on your desktop. First check your right top, the right top corner of your desktop. You may see it there. If you don't see it there, look around on the icons. If you don't see it, call the attention of your invigilators. The next icon you should look out for is C Practical Exam. C Practical Exam. This is where you'll be saving your file, your project, or your program after you have written them. This is where it should be found. So make sure this is also on your desktop. If you don't see it, call the attention of your invigilators. Having said that, let's start. So the first thing you do is double click on the Codeblocks icon and wait for it to load. Alright, when it has loaded, you will go and create a new project. So you come and say create new project, then look for console application. Console application. You can either use it for C++ or C. What we are doing is C language, so you select C. Now is the time to name your project. Name your project with your name. Assume my name is Kenneth Isaac. Alright, Kenneth Isaac, all together. In write them all together. Kenneth starting with K, Isaac starting with I. Then the next thing is, where do I save this program? So if you look here, as when somebody has written before you, you will likely see this. You will likely see desktop/C Practical Exam. When you have it like that means somebody has saved before, and this is where you are supposed to save. So if you are seeing desktop/C Practical Exam, that means you are in the right folder. You will click next. But in case you didn't see that, make sure you see it. In case you don't see it, you come and click on these three dots. So you go and look for the folder. Go to your left and click desktop. So from desktop you look for C Practical Exam. Haven't seen C Practical Exam, you click it. So opening it, I'll see that somebody have written before me. Isa Aldo have written before me, but that's not my business. I'll say select folder. Good. So this is what I'm seeing, desktop/C. So if you are seeing this already, you don't need to change it, you just carry on. So I'll click next, I'll click finish. Good. When you look at your Windows, on the left hand side you see that I have Kenneth Isaac. So what you should see here is your name. So the folder under it bearing sources, I'll click on it. There is a main, I'll click on main. Good. When you click on main, you will see something like this, a default program appearing on your screen. All you need to do is to remove the parts that will not be part of your program, like this print hello world. In case your exam question is not to print hello world, that means this is not part of your program. Otherwise the other things are part of your program, so you delete it and now edit to solve the problem you are given. So I'm not actually solving any problem at the moment. Let's assume that the problem I'm solving is to print hello world to the screen. So this is just it. Haven't done this, what you do is to compile and run your program. This is the icon for compiling. This is the icon to run your program. Icon to compile, icon to run your program. If you use this, it will compile. If you use this after compilation, you run your program. But if you want to do both together so that after compiling the program should run on its own, you use this, build and run. But before I do that, I want to give you this very important note. Before your code starts, please make sure you write your name and mat number. My name is Kenneth Isaac. Please don't fail to do this. My mat number is ICT/225-874-5672. Please don't fail to include your name and mat number, because this is what the examiner will use to identify you and also score you. Without your mat number and your name, you may have just written this exam in vain. So please don't fail to do that. I needed to tell you that. Okay, so to run your program, the first thing is to compile. Yes, whenever it shows you a blue letter down here, it means that the program compiled successfully. To run it, I will use this. This is the output, hello world. It says press any key to continue. So once you press any key on your keyboard, this will end. So let's introduce some errors. I want to introduce an error by making main with capital letter and removing the semicolon. So let me run this program again and let's see what the outcome will be. Let me compile. Say error, line 8. It said expected semicolon before return. This is return, this is the semicolon, this is where I'm supposed to put my semicolon. I will solve that. I will also go and I will save it, then compile again. We say undefined reference to window main. You were told in your class that every C program must have a function called main. That main must be in small letter. If you change it to capital letter, it's no longer the same main. Windows is not aware of any main with capital letter. Windows is only aware of the main with small letter. So therefore, I will have to go over here and change this to small letter M. I will compile again. Good. It has compiled successfully. I run. Beautiful. Let me edit. Hello world. C is a nice language. Alright, this time around I don't want to use build and play separately. I'll just use build and play. So once it finishes compiling, it will now run my program. Can you see hello world? C is a nice language. So I think these are the few things you need to know while using this IDE. So remember, your name and mat number, you must include it as comment. To do comment is to do /. You put your name and your mat number. Then when you are through, just for safety, save again. But I know that before it compiles, it saves. So but for safety, you can save again. Haven't done that, the next thing is just end the program so that the next person that will come will also do the same thing that you did. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best in your exam. God bless you. My name is Mr. Ifeanyi.